To add an employee to the Wealth Care Administration system to enroll them into their FSA benefits, what we're going to want to do is first select this Employee tab at the top of the screen. Now here you can see we have several options off to the left-hand side, so for the purposes of adding a new employee, we're going to want to select the New link. Now here we're just going to be filling in all of the appropriate information that the system is asking of us. Up here at the top of the screen, your company should automatically populate for you at the top, so you shouldn't have to edit anything up there. And then anything that you see in here with an asterisk is a required field. Now there are going to be some required or non-required fields in here that we're going to want to put in, either for purposes of having contact information for the employee or having certain pieces of identification that we can verify with the employee if they have any questions and they contact us. So what we're going to want to do is put in the first name and the last name of the employee as it needs to appear on the debit card. If you guys are a company that has the debit card option, then the first name and the last name is going to be how it appears on that card as well. So I'm just going to plug this in here real quick. Now, employee ID here, this can either be the same as the employee's plan source ID, if applicable, if you guys are utilizing the plan source system as well. Otherwise, this can also be an internally assigned ID number. If you have some sort of other employee numbers within your own company, you can utilize that as well. Then the address here is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We're just going to be plugging in the address, the city, the state, and the zip. Now, a couple things that we do like to have on file. We do like to have the employee's email address on file, as that is a preferred way of communication with the employee. So I'm just going to put in something here real quick. We do like to have the birth date on file as well. And then we also need the eligibility date. And this date here is going to be the same as the effective date for the FSA or HRA benefits. So I'm just going to simply plug in 9/1 of 2012 there. And then the last thing that we're going to need is the employee's SOCH down here at the bottom of the screen. Again, it's not marked as required. However, it's something that we will need to have on file for employee verification. And the SOCH here needs to be it without any dashes. So it's going to be just the 9-digit SOCH there. And then we just simply hit save at the bottom of the screen. Now from here we have a couple of different things that we can do. This first link that we have here, add HR information, this is only needed if you have any sort of divisions, departments, or different locations or anything like that within your company. And if that is something that you have set up in the system, that will have been established already with your account manager during the setup process. So that's just something that you would simply go in and assign them to that specific division, department, what have you. Now, the next thing that we have here is add a card. So if you guys are a company that is utilizing the debit cards, we can just simply hit add card there. And all you guys really have to do is just scroll down to the bottom left here and hit save. Now this card will be issued for the employee only and not the dependents. Issuing a dependent card is a separate process that you would have to go through to get that card for the dependents. Just for purposes of this, since this is just a test condition here, we're just going to go with do not issue so it doesn't actually produce a card and hit save. But literally the only thing that guys will have to do is just hit save at the bottom there. And then the next thing we're going to want to do is add a benefit account. So we click that link there. And then we're going to select this new button down here in the lower left-hand corner. And the next thing we're going to do is select the appropriate plan year and type. So again, just depending on what the plan year is and what actual benefit the employee is signing up for, I'm going to be signing them up for the FSA effective 9/1. And again, the effective date here is going to be 9/1/2012. And then down here for the auto deposit information, if this calendar here is already pre-populated, you can just leave that as is. Otherwise, it will display as none, meaning that your company is manually sending payroll files to us to be uploaded. And so the only other thing that you guys need to do here is fill in these amounts here at the bottom. So the first one we want to plug in is the pre-funded amount. So for example, if this employee has a $500 election, then we're going to want to put that pre-funded amount there for $500. And then we're also going to want to put in $500 for the total expected contribution as well. And then after that, we're going to want to select the Calculate button down here. And then at which point this contribution amount should match the amount that the employee is contributing. If this amount is a few pennies off, then the system is going to auto adjust that amount at the end of the plan year. And then after you're all set with that, we just go down to the bottom and hit Save. And then the employee's elections will appear here, and then after that, you should be all set.